Hello there, once again from Sweden, and welcome back to another pick a card reading. In today's reading, we're gonna look at your life purpose. And to do this reading, I have prepared 4 different piles of cards. That will be 4 separate readings. And what you do is that you just choose the pile that you feel the most drawn to, and that will be your reading today. As always, we're going to take 1 additional card together that you get to see faced upwards, and hopefully this will help you to find your reading today. I have chosen this deck, so let's just go for it. Oops, okay, I think, no. Yeah. Cards are being a bit crazy, but yeah, I think it's going to be like that. Let's just find the card for pile 4 as well. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, pile 1 has this card with gratitude. Pile 2, nourishment. Pile 3, dream work. And finally, pile 4 has this card, a new vision. Beautiful cards today. Okay, guys, this is the options for today's reading. If you need more time, you can pause the video. Otherwise, you can just scroll down to the comment section where you will find the timestamp to the pile that you have chosen, and then you can just go directly to your reading. Okay, see you guys in your separate readings. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading, your life purpose. And what a beautiful card that you felt drawn to. Gratitude, and with this turquoise color, I think it's about just seeing this first card. If you look at her, she has some red energy burning within her chest area here and her heart area here, but she's so happy. It's like she has opened and she's opening up. She has a lot of healing in her hands. If you see, her hands are glowing here, and something is on the top of her head here. She has like opened her heart chakra. This person looks really blessed here. I think you are meant to experience some kind of a big awakening in this lifetime, and some kind of a big change in your life, like going from darkness to light in your life, and really experience gratitude, because gratitude comes there's no one who can feel gratitude as deep as somebody that actually has had a really hard life in one way or another. I think good things are meant to come to you in this life, and really a healing of your heart, heart healing, deep heart healing, and getting connection, getting connected. I think the awakening, to awaken, is one of your biggest life purposes that you have. To go through the awakening. Okay, we're gonna look at we're gonna put your tarot cards a bit to the side here, and we're gonna dive into your oracle cards to see if we can get some more messages. I'm gonna move a bit just like that, maybe, yeah. And we have time to move on. Look at this. With the butterfly here, time and number 22. And 2s are also the number that stands a lot for faith and hope and trust and balancing. And with the butterfly here, it makes me once again think that you are, this lifetime, I think you're going through a big transformation, metamorphosis, going through through, it's like you started maybe in some darkness. Maybe you were born into darkness this life, you know, karma and different hardships, but that was only meant to be there for a certain part of your life, and after that you were meant to undergo some awakening by seeking something. And I think you have been suffering because there is nothing that drives us more to search for light, to search for awakening, to search for freedom than suffering. I think suffering is your teacher this lifetime. Suffering, and that sounds strange to say, like suffering is a part of your life purpose. But it has been a part. It has been that great spiritual teacher of yours that were meant to push you into your awakening. Because without that suffering, you wouldn't had that inner urge or longing to free yourself from the suffering. So yeah, suffering once again has been your spiritual teacher in this lifetime. And one of your major purposes of this life is to undergo that great awakening of yours, to heal, and something really with the heart here, to burn up that pain that you've been carrying in your heart. Yeah, there is some deep heart pain here. And to not just let things go, but like open up. Look at this person. This is you're not doing some ordinary healing or some ordinary awakening. You're like going the full length here because you're also finding your gifts. You're meant for so many things. You're meant to heal, you're meant to go through the awakening and find your gifts as well. I just feel like your hands, because your hands are glowing here, it's like activating your healing is a part of your life purpose. And I think to use that in some way, to use your healing abilities and talents and gifts in some way, but also to be connected. Look how connected you are with the divine here, smiling, feeling so much gratitude. And I love this turquoise color, also signifying the higher heart chakra. That's the color of the higher heart chakra. So it's like higher. It's not, you're not just meant to heal your heart chakra, just a regular heart chakra sounds a bit strange, but like if we just call it a regular heart chakra, that has more to do with your connection with how you use the heart chakra, like here on the earth plane, let's say it like that. But the higher heart chakra, it adds that spiritual higher dimension to it, where we start to feel, oneness with everything, and where we really start to get connected with higher energies and forces and realms and guides and truths. So you are really meant to awaken on a higher level. I mean, we have different type of healings to do here, and it's like you're going the full length here. That's how it feels. It's like you're like, look at this you're getting carried here by the butterfly. It takes you like to here. You're moving from something, time to move on. You're leaving something behind. You're leaving old versions of yourself behind. You're leaving trauma behind. You're leaving disappointments behind. You're leaving thoughts and feelings and hardships behind. And this whole process, it's a major process. I mean, this is nothing that just happens. This takes a lifetime. It takes a lifetime. That's why this comes up probably in this reading as your like major life purpose. We have many life purposes, but this seems like to be the overall life purpose of yours. Let's look at your other oracle cards here. You have the mystic, another butterfly, or maybe a moth. Moth. Oh, look, they even have this. This is very strange actually, because it's two cards from two separate decks, but look at it. The butterflies really look, they have the same color. It's orange here. Maybe it has something to do with your sacral chakra. Maybe you have some trauma this probably doesn't affect all, but some trauma connected to, relationship, intimacy, maybe sexual abuse in some way, maybe the way you're like, the way you see yourself, not your confidence, but your self-worth. Yeah, feelings of self-worth is very connected to the sacral chakra. And there is a bit yellow here also. I'm also thinking the solar plexus, to be able to stand in your... I think you're meant to take your power back this life. And I really think something happened to you. Something, or you had to go through some hardships. I mean, life was not easy for you, I think. I don't think you had an easy life. I think you had your share of... being a human in this life, with everything that comes to it, you know, all the difficulties that you had to face in one way or another. And I feel also, I don't know, I feel sadness, and I feel like these feelings of depression and hopelessness, and like being in this dark hole. I don't know why I feel that, but like being in some kind of dark hole or some kind of hopeless situation and not seeing the way out. And I think you've been lost, actually, like really lost, before you hit that stage of awakening, when the divine timing was right, when you suffered enough, when your soul was like, okay, pile one has suffered enough, she has, or he has met the karmic situations and the hardships, and now it's time to awaken. And then your soul was guiding you. Maybe you had a major awakening, however it happened for you, but you had that awakening. And now I think you're in that process now of awakening, of purging, of cleansing yourself, of activating your talents and gift and your healing here, and gratitude to start to feel, you know, when you maybe you already have come so far that you look back at your life and you're like, wow, I have come so far. And you can see other people that has been through that trauma that you have, or through their hardships, and they couldn't make it. Maybe they lost themselves in their suffering, but there's gratitude because you didn't, because you were strong enough to pull yourself through those dense energies inside of yourself, and those negative thoughts and everything that you have been carrying. Because I think, pile one, you have been carrying a heavy load, and maybe you're still carrying a heavy load, but I just see you with a sack of, you have like a backpack on your back, and you have big stones in it, and you're like, you're taking the stones off. And maybe before in your life you were actually putting more stones in your backpack, because you were still repeating the same traumatic patterns, or you were still repeating the suffering, not being aware that was what you're doing, but because you had some trauma and some unhealed things inside of you, just kept repeating those patterns in your relationships, in your life. You were just manifesting the same things after the same things. And at some point, when that backpack just got too heavy to carry, when I think you had it hard, because I see, like, it's like, I don't know why your soul waited so long to I don't know why you had to suffer so much. I feel for you. I feel like, almost like I feel like I want to cry a bit, because I feel sadness for you. I feel this is your feelings, like it's why did you have to suffer so much, like before some kind of a change came into your life. And I'm sorry that you had to suffer so much, and there's nothing that makes things, I'm not minimizing like your experiences by saying, oh well, it was all a part of the divine plan, because that is a bit of a spiritual bypassing. I'm not saying that's not truth. It is a part of the divine plan, but also owning that's feelings. I think honoring those feelings inside of you of sadness and bitterness and depression and hopelessness and all these things that it has done with you. I think it's very important for you to honor accepting those feelings and processing those. There's a need to process those feelings, to release yourself from it, and that is a part of your life purpose here, to release it and to move on into a brighter future, and where all these things that you have experienced, actually, instead of becoming stones that you're carrying, heavy stones, it becomes wisdom in your heart. It becomes fuel for your awakening. It becomes what makes you awaken so much faster maybe than your peers and people around you, because you have so much energy inside of yourself. Yeah, like, just because you went through suffering, it doesn't mean that you're not a spiritual being or that you have come far. It just means that your soul was just ready to take on some kind of a bigger awakening this lifetime. And once again, to do that, you decided to do, you just looked at your past karmas and you said, let's do it like all, or let's do a big chunk of it this lifetime. I want to awaken, like I'm ready to awaken now. So that's why. So you decided to do a big chunk of karma and then use that suffering as fuel for your awakening once again. And this is your life purpose, and this has been I think this overshadows your whole life. This is like the meaning of everything for you. And I see just two parts. I just see like a big chunk of like dark energy. It's like the sticky energy. Everything just feels like I want to puke. It feels heavy. I feel depressed. I feel like even almost suicidal. I feel trauma. I feel patterns. They're showing me patterns repeating after relationship, meeting after meeting, worrying and all these things. And then I just see like something happens. You awaken. You're tired of the suffering. You start to heal. You start to awaken your gifts. Your hands are like starting to get hot because you're activating your healing. And with the mystic here, it's like, I think maybe you didn't have a clue, maybe even also in the first part of your life, what a spiritual being you were. Maybe you had not a clue at all. Maybe you still don't have a clue, because the mystic here makes me think like it's very hidden. It has been very hidden for you who you really are, because you had to go through, once again, some kind of a karmic suffering in this lifetime. And once again, I am sorry that you had to go through that, but you have the strength inside of you to do that. And once again, I want to say that once again, I'm not minimizing your feelings in any way by saying it's part of the divine plan. Still honor those feelings, honor that suffering inside of you, release it. Go through the whole process that you have to do. I mean, healing is not just saying, okay, it was a part of the divine plan, now I can let it go. No, it's the energy is still stored in your like pain body, in your physical or your energetic body. It's like the pain body is old accumulated emotional pain stored in the physical body, actually in the inner body or in the energetic body. So the energy is inside of yourself. So it doesn't matter if you can't intellectualize it to let it go. You have to like face it. You have to be the present who observes the feelings without letting them go up to your head, like without letting them raise up to your head. So you have this whole process of doing this and releasing this, and I think it's a pretty. I think you have. I think you have a lot to do with your healing. I really do think that you have a lot to do, and I think it goes in stages for you, because I think this is gonna be something ongoing after you had your awakening. I think this is gonna be ongoing, like for maybe like 10-15 years, that you really do this big purge, and because you have chosen to do a big karmic cleanse in this lifetime. Like really big karmic cleanse, and I promise you, after this lifetime, it's not gonna be like this. If you're coming back here to Earth for another lifetime, it's not gonna be like this. You have done your work then, so you're doing the work now, and you have prepared also for many lifetimes, to be able to do this. You have gained wisdom, you have gained strength, and I don't know, the showing me you got that big shuffle that you needed to shuffle yourself out of this karmic dirt or whatever to call it. So you are prepared to do it. Okay, let's look at the rest of your oracle cards. The horse, wow, modest fortitude. Modest fortitude. I have to Google. I think I know what fortitude means, but let me just Google that fast so I don't say it wrong here. Fortitude. Oh yeah, you know what it says? No, this was not what I was thinking. Fortitude, courage in pain or adversity. She endured her illness with great fortitude. Yeah, it's like soul strength, modest strength. I think you're so much stronger. I think you're you're such a beautiful soul pile one. You're so much stronger than you think, and I think you're so much more spiritual than you think, and I think you're very, 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 very spiritually evolved. I really do think you're really spiritually evolved, and maybe you were disconnected from your own spirituality at the beginning of your life, this lifetime. Because the hardships and the things that you faced, and otherwise it clogged you. It feels like it clogged your heart. It cut you off from everything, and now you're cleansing and awakening again. And maybe how far you have come in this process, but modest fortitude. It's such a beautiful here with the horse here. Makes me think of you as a wild horse. I mean, there's nothing more beautiful than... I love horses. Wild horses running free here. There is something very... I don't know what to say, but it feels there's something very soft and humble with your energy. And I think also there's this softness to your heart. And I think also that's why things has been... I think life really has been hurting you at the heart level because of your sensitivity, and you have I think you have a strong need to be connected to love, and to light, and to people that are nice. And this was so far away from many of the things that you had to face this lifetime. So there is just this softness and sadness to your heart. There is, yeah. Okay, let's look at these cards as well. Balance with a panda. Yeah. Ask how to bring balance to the situation and into your heart. Yeah, you're balancing karma. You're balancing your heart chakra. And you have bravery, oceans. There's a lot of cards here saying, yeah, being brave. Oceans, bravery. I think you are meant to learn this lifetime your strength, to really know how strong you are, what an inner strength that you carry inside of yourself. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna look at your tarot cards as well. And you have Two of Wands. You have Page of Cups. Yeah, move on. You have Ten of Wands. Look at that. Releasing that backpack. She's even carrying something on her back here, backpack maybe, but it has with the wands in it. Yeah, 10 of Wands. End of suffering is what I hear. And 9 of Cups. Wishes fulfilled. And 9 of Cups again. Wow. Oh my God. Pile 1. It is so beautiful. There is so much. I just want to tell you, like, if you are in that process of that you're still suffering and things, it is healing. You have, like, it is in your life purpose to heal. It is in your life purpose to awaken, to activate your inner gifts and talents and your connection with the light. You have such a strong spiritual soul. You have so much wisdom and so much tools inside of yourself, and you're meant to release this heavy load of karma. You're meant to release all these things that you have been carrying. And 10 of Wands really signifies the end of suffering is what I hear. This lifetime is about end of suffering for you. And 2 9 of Cups, I think the end of your life is going to be really good. I think, like, when you are done with your this big purge that you're doing, and I think also just along the way, and that's why we have gratitude here, you're gonna really, like, experience your life. You're gonna experience your life from the darkest. It's like you hit the rock bottom. That's what it feels like in this lifetime. You've been there in the dark night of the soul. You lost yourself. I just feel like maybe even suicidal. Maybe it went so far. Not for all of you, but some of you really. Maybe it was addiction. Maybe it was mental sickness or really like trauma or something like that, or just like a bad life overall. But you are meant to, I just see like two parts of your life. You are meant to experience like really darkness in your life, and then the total opposite. Light, happiness, wishes being fulfilled, love, stability, everything that you could ever wish for. And that is what this feelings of true gratitude comes from. That's what I was saying in the beginning. Nobody can feel gratitude as deep as the person that has really suffered, that maybe didn't have anything, maybe didn't have any love at all. Maybe you had to be your own parent. Look at this. I don't know why I've started to feel like this, but it feels like a little girl here walking on the ocean. Or this planet here on the ocean. It's a bit of a storm here, and she's balancing here. But there's light around her. Look at this little orbs here. You had so many guides around you. I want to cry. You had so many. Oh, was really touching. You had so many angels and guides around you through all those childhood trauma that you went through all the hardships that you went through. And I think you have really experienced you have really experienced loneliness, I think. You know, to really feel lonely, to not have parents that sees you, loves you, gives you what you want, to not have, maybe not finding your place in the world. And I think I want to hug you. I want to hug myself. I just feel... and maybe also that is your heart, finding balance. Maybe your heart sometimes is too open. This is funny because I have experienced this lately, that it's like too open, which sounds strange. How can the heart be too open? Yeah, but it can be so open that we lose ourselves in the suffering of others. It's finding that heart balance, that inner calmness inside of ourselves, that trust, that inner stillness in the heart. So there's a lot going on with your heart chakra here, and I think that is also I did a reading just the other day, your spiritual powers, and I think for you, pile 1, it is this your strongest spiritual power is your heart. I think your heart chakra, the connection that you have with pure love. Yeah, you have a connection with pure. There's a purity inside of yourself, a humble purity inside of yourself. Yeah, let's see what else here. And a lot of healing. I think you're meant to touch other people's lives with your story. I think you're meant to do things like with your hands, share your love, share your gifts. And I think you're meant to live a happy life. I think your soul wants to give that to you. Your guide wants to give that to you. 2 of Wands, Page of Cups here really signifies, like we said, time to move on. Like you're meant to move on. You're meant to let go of that burdens and the suffering. Yeah, I'm just saying the same things here over and over again, but that is what I see. And the mystic here. I think you're also meant to see a side of yourself that comes a bit further along the path they're saying. But yeah, getting to know your own spiritual soul is a big part of your life purpose. And you're going to have so much fun, you know, when you're starting to activate your old talents and gifts and abilities. You're like, wow, can I do this? And it's going to be like, wow, can I do this? And all of a sudden you have so many guides around you, and you have different guides. You have really like... you have so much that comes to your spiritual soul. And I just see, like, they're showing me your Akasha. It's like you have like a big library. It's not like actually what is they're showing me your Akasha now, like a library. And it's like, I don't know if you have seen this scene in Game of Thrones, when Samuel Tartley, no, when he walks into and that also makes me think of Alexandria in Egypt, the library in Alexandria in Egypt. He goes to the citadel anyways in the Game of Thrones, and he enters that big library. When he goes into that hall, it's just books after books after books, and there's so much space That is your Akasha pile 1. You have that. Maybe you have a connection to Alexandria in Egypt, but you have a lot of wisdom inside of yourself. You have so much inside of yourself that but you've been giving your power to this darkness inside of you, to the karma inside of you. So when you start to pull back that power inside of yourself, when you're starting to release this pain body, the unprocessed emotional pain stored in your energetic body, that once again becomes fuel for your awakening. It becomes fuel, it becomes your soul's pure energy again, because now it's distorted, now it's like stuck, now it's not flowing freely inside of yourself. But when it starts to flow freely inside of yourself, you are the library of Alexandria. Just if you are the citadel, the library, the library in the citadel in the Game of Thrones that Samuel walks into. If you know how it looks like, that is your soul's power. So you are meant to take back your soul's power in this life and experience that big change. Really, it's like you're becoming a whole new person, birthing into becoming a whole new person in this lifetime. Yeah, that is, wow. And I think after that, it's like you're gonna do so many things that you couldn't even imagine. Maybe you had so much fear inside of yourself before, but not anymore. You're really going through a whole transformation. You are the definition of the bird phoenix, pile 1. Really, the bird phoenix is you. And like when they say, yeah, metamorphosis and butterfly, you are. This is the pile of people going through that major awakening that frees themselves from suffering, and then leave your mark on the world in some way. There's so many people that had suffered and went through a great awakening, and then channeled some great things into the world, maybe by scripture, maybe you become like a spiritual leader or a guru, or maybe just like sharing your art or something. You're meant to leave a mark on your word, on the world after you have regained your power. So yeah, pile 1, you're meant to regain your spiritual power. You're meant to regain your soul power. And you're meant for so many good things in this life. That is your life purpose, pile 1. Thank you so much for listening to this reading, and thank you so much for letting me dive into your energy. It resonates a lot with me too. I also had this life and going through all of this process. I wish you all the best, and if you feel like leaving a comment in the comment section, please do so. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel and all those things. Either way, I really wish you all the best, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Goodbye, pile 1. Hello, pile 2, and welcome to your reading, your life purpose. And you felt drawn to this card and nourishment here. We're gonna put that over there, and I'm gonna put your tarot cards a bit to the side here. Yeah, and I think we're gonna look at your oracle cards. And you have, wow, between two worlds. Between two worlds. Okay. You have the forest. There's a lot of space here with the forest between two worlds. I don't know how to say this, but it's like... You have, the sheep and blackberry with devotion. You're meant to nourish your soul. Devotion. Devote yourself. Yeah, to nourish. Self-love is a lot in your life purpose. Finding self-love, learning self-love, loving yourself. Yeah, not just practicing self-love. Embodying self-love is in your life purpose. Really embodying self-love and healing your physical body. I don't know if you have problems with your physical body, but it's like I feel like it's weak in some way. Or there is some imbalance in your physical body. So it's like to heal yourself from to heal yourself from like it feels like it's everything here. It's the physical body, it's the emotional body, it's the mental, it's the mind, healing your mind between two worlds and connecting yourself again with yourself, and devoted here, being very devoted. Let me see here. We have squirrel, yeah, spiritual maintenance, be your own caretaker, becoming independent, becoming free, taking care of yourself, really learning how to love yourself is, I think, at least the most important part of your life purpose. And we have atoms, building. Yeah, building. Look at this. The squirrel, collects its nuts before the winter comes, and it goes into this hibernated stage where it hibernates for the winter. Building. Yeah, you're meant to. Yeah, that's what I said. Between two worlds here. Look at this. I like that this card is in the beginning here. Look how disconnected you are. If we see this is you and you here, that's what I'm thinking. Like this little monster you, and this is also you. It's like being disconnected from the whole you. Maybe have certain ideas on who you are. Yeah, but look at this. No, but I'm ugly. I'm a monster. I'm sitting here. Nobody wants to be my friend, and nobody wants to. I'm not good at anything, and life is hopeless, and nobody has ever cared for me, and yeah, I had a hard life or whatever it was. And here, at least, there's some hope. I don't know why I feel this with this little girl here. There's some hope there. There's some. There is some. Yeah, it's actually she's even reaching out her arm here, wanting to connect here. Oh, there's so much sadness here. Sea, I think there's a sea of sadness. Maybe there's a sea of sadness inside of you, pile 2. And the forest here also feels like something, the forest is, at least this forest is like dark and mysterious here, being lost in the forest. Finding yourself, finding your strength, devotion, feels like being devoted to yourself. Choosing yourself, prioritizing you is your life purpose. Learning to put yourself first. And that doesn't mean like in an egoistic way, like I am the most important person, but with love. I mean, you have to care for yourself first. If you don't feel good, if you don't feel happy and good and loving yourself, how are you going to give something else to somebody else? Actually, when we don't feel good, mostly we just spread toxicity around us. So caring for ourselves first is the most important thing. That, when that's what they say when, when we are on a plane. Yeah, on a plane, and they're giving us the instructions, like we have to put the oxygen mask on ourselves first before we put it on our child. So giving yourself that oxygen first here, nourishing your own soul, finding your inner treasures. Look at her. She has some, I don't know what she's carrying. It looks like a spoon, actually. It looks like she has a spoon, and there's gold coming here from it. So filling your own cup first. Finding your inner treasures, yeah, spiritual maintenance and caring for yourself. And once again, it's like your physical body, emotional body, your mind, your life, anything that you dream of. Building your dream life is in your purpose here. Look at you have found your treasure here. You're collecting them in your little boat, and you're going off here. You have a little lantern that's leading you. The light is guiding you through the dark, and going your own way, not listening to other people. I think following your own heart, following your own heart, following your own dreams, your own visions. And even if nobody believes in you, believing in yourself is definitely in your life purpose. Finding that self-belief and being devoted to your vision, to your plans, to your dreams, being devoted to yourself. Yeah, really. Wow, I love this reading. So beautiful energy here. Between two words. Okay, we're gonna look at your tarot cards here, and you have Knight of Wands. There's a lot of passion here in your reading. Finding passion. Yeah, finding passion, following your dreams fiercely, fierce with fierceness and fearlessly, with courage, and like not letting anything stop you. You're passion here, creating. You're meant to create things. You have 3 of Wands. Yeah, more passion. Like, let me see. Let's look at the rest. Strength. You have Judgment. Wow, beautiful Judgment card. And you have 8 of Wands. Woohoo! Wow, pile number 2. Really following your own path. Really, like the drum of your own heart. I'm saying that wrong now, I think. But following the beating of your own heart's wishes and dreams is what you're meant to do here. Creating your own dreams, building your dream life, being the star of your own life, being the captain on your own ship, steering that boat to whatever the fuck you feel like, sorry for swearing, whatever you feel like doing, but that's the power that came up. Like pushing yourself through. It's like, here, this is me. This is who I am, standing tall in your own body, in your own appearance, not trying to be somebody else, just being the beautiful you that you are, being the authentic self that you are being, and doing whatever you're doing here and whatever vision that you have. And I think you have a certain vision and dream that you are meant to fulfill, because we're doing the life purpose reading here, so probably it is like that. That you have something that you're meant to accomplish, and it seems to be some kind of a creative endeavor in some way, because of so many wands here. Knight of Wands, 3 of Wands, and 8 of Wands. And I think you're meant to like hit that fast train to success. That's how it feels like. And movement, a lot of passion, a lot of movement in your life, and a lot of positive news here when it comes to your creative endeavors or your whatever you're manifesting here, because there's a little post woman here coming with some messages here. So I think you're gonna get you're gonna reach some fame with what you're doing, and success and victory. Strength here also makes me think like really like not letting fears stop you. You're meant to overcome fears that you have about your own capability to reach success and to do things here. This also makes me think of like maybe Kundalini. Maybe you're meant to undergo a Kundalini awakening. Yeah, because of the wands here with the fire. I mean, the Kundalini energy is pretty fierce and has a lot of fire in it. I mean, burning. There's a lot of burning along the spine here. Burning and transmuting energies here. So maybe you're meant, because we have Judgment here also, meant to go through some kind of awakening here also, where you so maybe it's something with your throat. Oh yeah, because I was talking about being in your authentic truth, standing tall and speaking your truth here. So there's definitely, because we have a lot of blue also, definitely something with your heart, throat chakra also, to be able to stand in your truth, share your voice, share your gifts, and things like that. But there is Judgment here, definitely awakening here that you're meant to go through. But look at this, I love this awakening card. Look at all these naked bodies here. I don't know if I had to censor this actually, but here they are. But it makes me feel like becoming the vulnerable you, the naked you. Like, you are not one of these person that are gonna create something just to hit the crowd, or what I'm saying, just to become famous. You're not doing something commercial. That's what I'm saying. You are meant to do something unique, something special for you, something that stands out from the crowd. And I think really this is in your life purpose and your life plan. There's something very specific actually that you're meant to do. There's some gifts and talents and abilities that you have gained like in previous lifetime, and there's something that you can create here. I think you're very creative. I think you're some kind of an artist, or maybe writer or singer or something like that. But you are in your essence when you can shine. I think you're meant to shine. I think shining is good for you. Yeah, look at this. It's, I mean, gold here. You are shining. You're meant to shine. You're meant to be that. I hear you laughing and being you. Like you're the way you dress, the way you do your hair, the way you laugh, the way you talk, the way you create. It's like just being that piece of color in the world, and doing, once again, you're doing things differently from other people, separating yourself, or you're standing out in some way from other people and shining. It's like and it's not like you're overshining other people, but it's just like you naturally are different and you have that shine to you that is very pretty. You're very pretty. And I think also you're meant, because I felt a little bit of energy, sexual energy coming through here when we were talking with this. I think you're meant to really purify and balance that sexual energy inside of yourself, that chi inside of yourself, because that is also the sacral chakra is also the base where we the creative juices are flowing. I'm sorry if I'm saying juices, but I don't know, that's the word that came. Your creative juices are meant to flow. And I just feel like there's some imbalance when it comes to the sacral chakra that has something to do with some kind of a higher healing. What was that sound? That was so strange. Oh yeah, it was my cat. I just heard like a sound. That was it was my cat talking, actually. Yeah. So there's something with the sacred, and this is the energy also probably, because I became scared. Yeah, fear. That's what was happening here when we were talking, because when I was channeling into your sacral chakra, I felt some blockage there. And then my cat did some noise and I got scared. So fear, there's definitely some stagnated energy or some blockages of fear in your sacral chakra that you are meant to release, and get that sexual energy, that passion of yours, that inspiration, that creative juices of you really flowing. And I think that is where you find also a lot of your inner treasures. You have so many treasures in you. There's something with your heart here also. I think you're like a treasure box, actually. You have so much to you. I think you are one of this, I don't know what, I think you're multi-talented, actually, Pile 2. I think you can do so many things. And I think you're a multi-talented soul or multi-talented person here. I don't think you're doing just one thing. I think you can do many things. And you're very ambitious. I mean, with this squirrel here, collecting its nuts all during the whole summer, and I don't know how long they collect their nuts, but that's what they do. So you have a lot of ambition here, because if you don't collect your nuts, you don't have anything to eat during the winter here, when you go into your hibernated stage here. But so I think you have ambition inside of yourself. I think you have direction. I think you have focus. You have everything that demands from you to really become successful in what you're doing. You have that unique talent to you. You're standing out from the crowd. You have something special to do and something special to give the world. You have something really nice to share to the world. So there's only like this something here with maybe disbelief, not believing in yourself, some old sadness here of being disconnected, being lonely, being left out. And maybe the forest here also, maybe hiding here a bit, maybe not showing yourself, because you know what, I think maybe you don't even like to be seen, like to stand on stage. This is pretty funny. It could be two. This could be really like conflicting energies inside of yourself. I think one part of you loves being on stage, creating and showing your gifts and your talents, sharing whatever you're doing with the world. And one part of you just wants to be alone here in the forest and hide yourself a bit, doing your own thing, maybe a bit on the side here, or just maybe not be on stage. But I think what is conflicting inside of yourself, that is some kind of fear just that you have inside of yourself of being seen. And once again, this has something to do with self-love, like we talked in the beginning. Like, you have this purpose in here in your life to nourish yourself, to find self-love, to embody self-love, and then let that self-love emanate from every cell of your body when you shine in your own charismatic, beautiful way that you do here. Yeah. Then it just became quiet in my mind. So let's just give it a few moments here to see if we get something else. They're telling me, I feel like you're meant to step out of the forest. They're telling me to not hide I don't think you're meant to hide in the forest. I think you're meant to be seen, Pile 2. I think you're meant to be appreciated. And I think that creates some kind of worrisome feelings inside of yourself, because maybe before, like, maybe you haven't been loved, or you haven't experienced love. And for you to receive love can be a bit hard here, I think. And that makes you it's like you're afraid of both success and failure. Maybe that sometimes makes you not do anything at all. You're just hiding here in your forest, and you're just like sad, and just like not, you don't have that maybe sometimes you lose yourself a bit in those depressing thoughts of your own abilities, and it has nothing to do with the truth. I mean, your abilities is fantastic. You're great. I mean, like, once again, you're like you're a treasure box full of things. You have everything that it takes. So this is only some kind of a old lingering energy lingering around your mind and your emotions here, that has to do with the way you grew up, and just disappointments of life, and maybe your parents' inability to love you the way you were supposed to be loved, and that has created disbelief in yourself and who you are. And maybe you've been comparing yourself to other people, and you're like, oh no, but I'm not as beautiful, I'm not as good, blah blah blah. All this I'm getting tired and getting a headache when I'm talking about this energy. So maybe it gives you headaches, maybe it takes a lot of energy from you and makes you like into this apathic mode of not wanting to do anything, actually, even. So this energy is lingering around, and you're meant to break out from that energy. And I think this is also meant to teach you something, because it's like you are meant, in your whatever you're doing, it's giving you some depth into your creative endeavors that you're doing, or what you're creating. It's giving it that depth, because you are meant to touch other people's souls with your talents and gifts and abilities, with this vision that you have. You're meant to change other people's life. And to do that, you need that depth in yourself as well. But there's two parts here. There's the major part here that we've been talking about is this creative thing that you're meant to do, and the self-love here. I also feel there is some, I just feel, every time I go to this card here, I just feel like this sea of sorrow, I feel. And I really feel that it has something to do with karma. I think this goes further back than this lifetime, actually, even. It's like this melancholic, emo sadness that just feels like an endless ocean. And I think, I don't know, previous lifetime, if you really lost something, or if you were left alone, or maybe I don't know, it's like you lost everybody maybe in that lifetime. That's how it feels, like you lost everybody died and you were left alone. This could be like the Holocaust, this could be Titanic. I don't know why I'm saying Titanic, but like something really sad. Or maybe your whole, like I see maybe your whole village was burnt to the ground and you were the only one who survived. Or maybe you lost, maybe you had, I see also like another vision comes up, like you have children. I don't know why, I see 3 children actually. You had 3 children and you had a husband, and they all died in some plague or something, and you were left alone and you had to fend for yourself. And yeah, wow, whew, I think this actually resonated with myself. Ooh, okay, this was strong. But yeah, that is also, if it resonates with you, that was also like something like that happened to you. So this sadness that you carry, maybe you're wondering like, where does the sea of sorrow inside of myself come from? Yes, part of it is in this lifetime, but I think you carry the sadness before you. This is some karma that is still lingering around here, and hard. I think also I see like the 1800th century, like England, like I don't know, you're poor, you're sleeping under a bridge, you're sick, you like it's really harsh, it's cold, like I see you barely have any clothes on, like some kind of lives like this that give you that just this hopeless feeling, some kind of depressive feeling of why even try. And this is just something that lingers around your mind. This is once again some karma that you need, that you're meant to heal this lifetime. I mean, the rest is just like, wow. So you have everything that you need. So this is like really something that you're meant to overcome it, and then really create your dream life here. Healing your heart, finding and once again embodying self-love, and living that happy ass life that you deserve. Yeah. What an interesting. I think we're gonna do 3 more tarot cards, and yeah, I don't know why I'm seeing this one. Is just no. Let's not do that one. Yeah. Okay, let's do this one. Sorry, guys. Let's do this. We're gonna do 3 more tarot cards here just to see if we can get some last messages. Sea of Sorrow. Oh, if you feel like sharing that Sea of Sorrow feeling, please feel free to do so. You don't have to do anything. But it's always interesting to... I think we're gonna do those 3. Yeah, it's always interesting to see how things resonate with you guys. Sea of Sorrow. I think there's a song by, oh, what's her name? Sade? Is that the way you pronounce her name? I think it's called Sea of Sorrow. Huh. Look that up if you feel like it. We have 6 of Pentacles. We have the Emperor, yeah. And we have the Hermit. Wow, interesting. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, receiving. It's like you're meant to open up to the gifts of life. That's what I feel. To the power inside of yourself. And it's like, you know, when you're lost here and disconnected and you're in the forest here, you got the hermit here in your hermit mode, and it's like this emo, maybe you were, I was a pretty of emo melancholic kid, actually, writing poems and being very lonely. So maybe that resonates with you, being that emo kid, being, or just maybe you do that sometimes. You just go into that hermit stage and you're just sad. I think also because you're very sensitive. Empath here, you have some really highly sensitive abilities, and yeah, you're just a highly sensitive soul, and that gives you that you have certain needs to disconnect from the outer world and to like going into that stage where you take care of yourself, where you just have you time. But there's a bit of an imbalance here. It's like you can sometimes get stuck a bit in that you time, and it's here. I think one of your life purpose here is to learn how to balance your sensitivity, and also differentiate that's some kind of a, once again, lingering sadness and depressive thoughts and feelings and things that you have, that those feelings and thoughts doesn't have anything to do with your sensitivity. You're picking it up from the people around you. Yeah, that's true. You're picking it up from the collective. Yeah, that's true. But the reason why you do that is because you have some karma inside of yourself connected to those kind of feelings that makes you take in that energy inside of yourself all the time, that makes it a heavier burden to carry than just your own burden to carry. So by releasing that inside of yourself, by releasing this sea of sorrow inside of yourself, you are not going to be as sensitive anymore. You're still sensitive, but your sensitivity and your empathic abilities is going to be more balanced, because those energies are not vibrating the same as you're becoming more transparent. So when sadness and this kind of a feeling comes, they just go right through you, so you're not taking them into your own energy and then have to go home and process them, because once again, you don't have that inside of yourself. I mean, and we have the Emperor here. Like, you're meant to really find that masculine energy, divine masculine energy in your life, and take charge of your life with strength, with fierceness, with fearlessness, and build that dream life of yours that you feel in your heart that you can do and create. You're meant to create. You're meant to have a fun life here. And once again, open up to the beauty of life. Life wants to give you so much. So to open up to that and to regain your power, and that is what you're meant to do in this life. That seems to be your life purpose pile 2. Whew! Okay, I think we came to the end of your reading. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and all those things. Either way, I really wish you all the best, and thank you so much for sharing your beautiful energy with me today. I hope to see you in my next reading. Goodbye, Pile 2. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading, Your Life Purpose. And you felt drawn to the dream work card here. We're gonna put it here in the center, and we're gonna put your tarot cards aside for a bit and look at your oracle cards. And you have to walk the lonesome road. Okay. You have the biome connection. The biome. Let me look that up really fast. Oh yeah. Biome, a large naturally occurring community of flora and fauna. Okay, something naturally occurring, a community of flora, fauna, something flourishing here. We also have 44 here. That makes me think divinely. I think you're meant to create something here, a community. Let's just look at the other cards that you have. Bridge, yeah, the bridge. Connecting and creating some kind of a community. You have the tiger with divine timing, and you have the bee and pomegranate with productivity here. Okay, let's see here. Productivity, divine timing, good things come to those who wait, dream work. I feel that I think, okay, this is we have many life purposes, of course, but this is just what comes up now. The bridge, it's like you are meant to be that bridge to creating something that is good for the community, maybe even creating some kind of a place for people to meet. And I don't know why, I just feel like a spiritual center in some kind of way, some kind of a healing center, some kind of a spiritual center, some kind of a meditation center, or maybe collect like a group of people doing volunteer work, doing some kind of good serving the Gaia in some way, maybe. And to walk the lonesome road, it just feel like that is you're doing something like that is, I think, you have the ability to connect people. It's like you're the spider spinning the web, something like that. So that's why it's like you are the one that can make it happen. That's why it's the lonesome road. And also the lonesome road here makes me think of doing something that is a bit different from the rest of the people around you. You're not having like maybe a normal job. Maybe you had that. Maybe you did all that. I don't know why this comes up very strong in this reading. And once again, you probably have like a million other life purposes as well. But this seems to be something very important here. Dream work, yeah, a dream work, like a work that is a dream. And to make it happen, to make something big happen, some kind of a community. Yeah, building some kind of a community, making it happen, bridging people, being that bridge that connects people, that helps Gaia in some way. Wow, what an interesting reading here. And maybe you're with the Lonesome Road here, maybe you're starting off alone. Maybe you're starting off with some vision that you have and some dream that you have inside of yourself. Like, oh, I just want to do this. I want to build this center, or I want to... And you know what? Where that dream comes from and that idea comes from, it comes from your soul. So it's like you have a whole spiritual team with you with you to create this. That are with you every step of the way, yeah. That really, they are with you every step of the way to create this with you. Connection, bridge. Yeah, let's look at your tarot card as well. And you have, yeah, Three of Cups. Celebration, connecting, once again, Three of Cups, connecting people. Gathering people, connecting people, celebrating, teaching. Yeah, I don't know what you're building, something very, very important for the well-being of the planet and other people. That is what you're doing. That is in your life purpose. Maybe you're not doing it, but it's definitely life in your life purpose. You have Page of Wands. You have Ace of Wands. Wow. You have the Devil. And you have the Knight of Cups here. Helping people. Yeah, you're meant to help people. You are some kind of a, I don't know, engineer, spiritual leader, guru, but you have like more, how do we say? You have, I don't know, you have like something inside of you that can make it happen. That's what I feel. I don't know where you got it from, but you have it inside of you to make it happen. I don't know if you have like connections, maybe. Maybe you have, yeah, maybe you have, you know. Okay, say that you want to build a spiritual center. And I don't know why Peru comes up, but it did. So you're building a spiritual center here in Peru. Maybe you're doing like plant medicine, or you want to do something to help people. And it's like, maybe you know how to speak the language. Maybe you have studied law, so you know the laws. Maybe you're very trustworthy, so people trust you, so you're getting people to work with you. Maybe you already have like a soul family and people that you trust around you, so they are working with you. You have connections, that's what I feel, or you have the ability to do that. I don't know, there's something with you that you can make it happen. Whatever you're doing, you can really make it happen here. And the Devil and the Knight of Cups, yeah, it's like, even there is things wanting to stop this. I don't know why that is. Maybe if you're building like a spiritual center, like here, like I said in Peru, you have maybe people competing with you and they're a bit jealous of you, or maybe it's just maybe the land has some lingering dark energies around it, and you have to clear that up. Whatever, you know, whatever is in the way, it's not going to be a problem for you, because you have the strength, you have the ability, you have what it takes to get that community flourishing without whatever negativity or whatever hindrances is in the way stop you. That's what I feel like. You're the tiger here. You just walk through that darkness. And the Devil here also makes me think of people's ego. I think, once again, I think you're meant to do some kind of a spiritual center, maybe a yoga center, something like that, or maybe just like retreats. Maybe you're doing like retreats or something like that. That makes people are purging their ego when they come to you. That's what I feel here with the Devil. They look at the cat here. It's like, ah! Their ego go, ah! So purging their egos. It was a very clear message here with your life purpose, and probably for you, Pile 3, you needed to hear this now at this time. That's why you felt drawn to this pile. Three of Cups, we have Page of Wands, Ace of Wands. Yeah, really creating something new here. I think also it's going to be very successful here with the Ace of Wands. And actually, yeah, the Ace of Wands with the Devil and the Knight of Cups here also actually makes me think of really like it's some kind of a spiritual place where you help people push through their ego here. With the Ace of Wands is pushing through the ego, purging them. And look, they come here as the Devil and they come out as Knight of Cups. Maybe there's a lot of people coming to your center here that has a lot of ego and karma and pain body, and and that is the kind of people that you want to help. We all have that, so it's nothing strange with it. And they come to you and they go through this whole process, like you're really working with their energy here, and they just afterwards they just go from your place here as the Knight of Cups here. And I think also I think you are meant to help people undergo some big changes here. And I just hear like the right people are gonna come to you when you're doing this, and they're gonna also invest in you because they believe in you. So you also have some people coming to you that has a lot of money to invest in you. They want to invest in you, and I think you have even people staying with you for a while and helping you build this center. This is such an interesting reading. Pile 3, please, if this resonates with you, please share in the comment section here. But yeah, really like a center, and it becomes like maybe it starts off with something small, maybe, and then just because of the purity of your energy and the purity of your intentions and the way you are really like the leader in this. You are the frequency holder at this center. Even if you don't put yourself above others, I don't think you're like a spiritual leader that wants to sit a bit higher than others and want to have like a red carpet and you want people to bow to you. No, it's nothing like that at all, actually. But you are the one that is holding the frequency. You're holding the energy here at the center. You have people around you that are helping you. You're doing it together. But somehow, I don't know why, but you are the one who made it happen, or who is making it happen. You're the force that is driving this forward to happen. You and your spiritual team. I mean, your spiritual team is really like, yeah, they have. I see them standing there with the shovels, ready to dig and make this happen for you here. And once again, people come to you and people see, maybe they're coming first with the big egos, and they first of all, and somehow it breaks down in your presence, and it breaks down in the yoga practice and the meditation practice, or the plant medicines they're taking, or whatever you're doing here at the center, or maybe just volunteer work. You're doing something for Gaia, helping animals or something like that. And as their ego starts to lessen, as the consciousness inside of them starts to grow, their hearts start to open, and they are starting to get connected, like with their own life path and journey, and they want to start doing good and serve here. And I think you're getting a lot of investments here, and I think people are staying, and they're like, maybe they're at your center and they're looking like they see like a building that is a bit worn out, and they say like, you know what, I'm pretty good with rebuilding and renovating buildings. Can I please like renovate your bathroom here, or this house here, or the hut here, or something like that? So I think like, and all of a sudden, you started small, and all of a sudden it's just like flourishing, the center. And people are planting plants, and I just see it flourishing. It's so beautiful. I want to come. Yeah, it's such a beautiful place that you're building here. Yeah, you're the bridge. You're the one connecting everything. You're the one making everything happen here. Wow, you're the bee. Yeah, it was a very clear message, but we're gonna do some more tarot cards here, I think, because we have a lot of time. And let's see if we can get some, and also because we want to see if we can get some more messages here. Oh, I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna do, let's start with 3 cards here. No, I think they said 5, so let's do 5. Okay, let's see here what we got for you guys. So your life purpose, maybe they want to give us some more information. You have Queen of Wands. Wow. Okay, it just continues in the same energy here. You, Queen of Wands, that's you. That is you. You are this, wow, I don't know what you are, shaman, a priest, spiritual leader. And once again, maybe you don't define yourself as being anything. It's just, definitions. I think your energy is much more pure. Whatever, who cares? You can call yourself whatever you want, actually. But you definitely are. You definitely are the one that makes it happen here. And to walk a lonesome road here, I think you have done some deep digging inside of yourself. You had to go through a whole awakening here. I think you had a pretty special life. Maybe you are, maybe you are female with dark hair even. Look at this. Maybe this looks like a bit like you. It doesn't have to be like that, of course. Maybe you feel very connected to the color red also. But you have a lot of passion inside of yourself. And once again, I think you went through a whole spiritual awakening. I think you were a seeker. I think you went through the purge. I think if you were a shaman, maybe you've been in the jungles of Peru and you studied shamanism or whatever you did. Or maybe if you were a yoga teacher, maybe you went to India and you really studied yoga. Maybe you are from Peru or India, actually, who knows? Maybe you did like something else, like herbalism or magic, or in whatever spiritual field that you feel that is your thing. And maybe it's not even a spiritual field. Once again, maybe it's something else. Maybe you're doing some engineer work or something else that you're then using to create something that helps the society, the humans here on Earth or Gaia in some way. But you definitely went through a whole thing with yourself, and that is, maybe you're there now. I don't know where you are in this journey, actually, but you're meant, in your life purpose, you are meant to undergo this major transformation and study. I think you're meant to study something, learn something, reawake your gifts and talents and abilities. I mean, if you're a shaman or a yoga teacher, or maybe you do breath work or whatever you do, it's not your first time. I mean, you're just reawakening, taking back those talents and gifts, refining them, fine-tuning them, getting more depth, learning more, gaining more wisdom through your healing and transformation in this lifetime, and then teaching it here to other people here. So you really have a whole path of awakening and healing and all, learning things and all that as well. And you have, 6 of Wands. Yes, success. Wow. Yeah, wow, look at you. Success. You know what? Look at this picture, the 6 of Wands here. There's also a bond here between a male and a female here. Look at that. And that makes me think of maybe you're meant for some divine love this lifetime. There is somebody for you. Maybe you haven't met this person yet, or you did, but there is definitely someone for you. Could be like a twin flame, a soulmate, or something like that, however you define it once again. But definitely like a divine counter partner that you're bond to. There's a bond between you two. You're meant to meet this person in this life. And you know what? I think I just see you here together. This is somebody that's going to be very engaged here in what you're doing. Maybe you're creating this together, actually. Yeah, you divine counter partner here. I mean, twin flames always have that higher spiritual mission. Yeah, higher spiritual mission. That is in your life purpose. Pile 3, I mean, really. Higher spiritual mission is in your life purpose. And together here with someone, 9 of Cups. I'm loving this reading. I mean, wishes fulfilled here. Yeah, this is you also sitting there in that spiritual center of yours, or whatever you are, and holding that energy. Look at you sitting here, holding that high energy, channeling that high energy, and really like, oh, it's so beautiful here. I just keep seeing the jungle of Peru here. It doesn't have to be, but it's like really, I feel like really this is I really feel like this is some kind of a spiritual center or community that you're creating here. Somewhere out also in the wild, or like out, like it's not in the city. That is not the feeling that I get. 9 of Cups here. Wishes fulfilled, yeah. Your dreams. It's a spiritual mission that you feel in your heart, and it's gonna come true. And you have, look at this. Oh, I love your reading. The Lovers, here you are again. And look, now you're married even. Okay, my goofy romantic side comes up. I have my Venus in Capricorn, actually. So that is why. Yeah, lovers. Once again, you are meant for love. There is somebody that you are meant to share this path with, and that is here with you. Look how you're gazing into each other's eyes here, and this is true love. You are meant. True love is in your life purpose. Oh yeah, look, and the man here is carrying a necklace with the sun, and the female here is wearing a necklace with the moon here. So it's really like a divine counterpartner, like the divine feminine and the divine masculine unifying and becoming one. And if this doesn't resonate with you, I mean, there is not always if a divine partner doesn't resonate with you, this is you unifying with yourself, you becoming whole, you're becoming your divine masculine and feminine energy, reaching that full oneness, reaching some kind of a higher state of enlightenment and awakening inside of yourself. And that is why you become, I mean, this person that people feel drawn to, because you have a high energy. People come to you, they just feel, maybe they just see your picture and they're just like, yeah, I don't know why I'm going to number 3, but I just saw this picture and I don't know, I just felt pulled. So you're pulling, and people just feel pulled to come towards you because their soul, because they know, their soul knows, of course. Your soul and their soul, they're shaking hands. Yeah, I'm gonna help you this life. And they're like, yeah, good. I helped you another life. Now you're helping me. It's all good. And but you're like intuitively, people feel intuitively that they need to come to you. And so you have a lot of people coming to you. I feel like a lot of people are drawn to you, and some people are insecure and they don't even know why, and they feel a bit scared maybe. But just by being in your presence and your soft energy and this, they heal so much. You're such a healer group. Pile 3 and 8 of Wands. You have a lot of wands here. Whew, a lot of wands here. 8 of Wands. Yeah, a lot of wands. It makes me feel like with the 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands here, I think you're really meant to gain like a lot of success. I think it's meant to really flourish, this center of yours. Yeah, a lot of success, a lot of fast success. I think it's just gonna go like... It's like you haven't even, it's like you haven't even finished building it, and people are starting to come, and people are starting to stay, and people are starting to, I don't know, grow things and renovate things and help you with things. And it's, wow, I don't know what's happening here, but this is really combined with you reaching some kind of a state inside of yourself of higher enlightenment, where you're holding a higher vibration of healing just in your whole being here. And this divine love of yours is really gonna be, it's like you're doing this together, you're really helping each other. And I think also this divine counter partner that you have is really soothing your soul and helping you in so many ways, becoming that light. It's like you both, as a twin flame, or just, just as a spiritual person, like if my flame burns strong, when you come in contact with me, that inner flame in you starts to burn stronger as well. And this is you. You are, with the Queen of Wands, look at this, you're even holding the fire here in your hand. That inner fire of consciousness is burning strong inside of you. You have a divine counterpartner who also have that inner fire burning strong in them. Together, You are fierce. And once again, you have a spiritual mission. And people can sense that your inner fire is burning strong. And intuitively, they feel like they have to meet you. They feel like they want to be close to you. And when they come close to you, they come here as the devil. They come here with their burdens and their sadness and their problems and their thoughts and their egos and entities and heavy energies and whatever their load. They're coming to you with their load here. And when they come in contact with you, when they enter the center, and I think the whole center is vibrating of this high energy, because you and the people who live there just holding, you just have this high vibration. And when they come in contact with you, at once their inner flame, this is so beautiful poetry, and at once their inner flame starts to burn stronger as well. So you're helping people, you're meant to help people find, and that is what a true spiritual teacher does. They don't make people rely on them. They don't put themselves higher than others. They show other people the way to ignite that inner fire in themselves, so they can rely on themselves, so they can love themselves, so they can become the best version of themselves. Oh, it's so beautiful. Pile 3. Yeah. What a great life purpose you have. Yeah, you have such a great life purpose. Let's see if I get some last messages here. I just also feel here, because we put the Lovers here underneath the Devil, and I think actually, you know what, the Devil and the Lovers are kind of each other's counter partner energetically, and somehow also in the tarot. I'm so sorry, I don't know this fully, but I think somehow also in the tarot. I think if you can look up like your tarot card for your life, and then usually you have 2 tarot cards, and I think the Lovers and the Devil can come together. So it's like somehow in your life purpose also, where I wanted to come to, somehow also in your life purpose, I think you're meant to heal some kind of a karma connected to relationships, connected to love. And that's what I said, you went through some hardships here. And I think also connected to some really dark energies here with the Devil. Maybe entities, maybe psychic attacks, maybe curses, maybe black magic, maybe narcissistic energy, maybe like mental, something not healthy like in your life, but something devilish, something dark, like some dark energy that you went through here. You also, in your life purpose, you're meant to balance that, heal that, release yourself from this energy. And I think you are meant to, and why you're doing it is also because you're gaining some kind of ability to transform darkness in other people by transforming it in yourself. So you're doing it first, like I said, to walk the lonesome road. You're doing it first in yourself. You're doing the spiritual searching. You're doing the spiritual healing, the awakening. You are learning how to face your own ego, how to dissolve your own pain body, and healing those things here, and by learning how to do it in yourself, you're gaining so much wisdom and knowledge, and also reawakening, like I said, all things that you already know. But by doing it, you're gonna be ready then. So it's like your whole life, your whole life is about this. It's like you planned everything, like from birth to the end, and there could be a marriage. I don't know why I'm saying it, but there could be a marriage here. And maybe you don't even want to get married, but don't say no, because it could be a marriage coming. I don't know why. Some kind of a spiritual marriage. And you know what? If you have a twin flame, it's going to be that final merging. And as twin flames, because twin flames were born from the same essence, energy. At the highest level, we are all the same energy, but there's so many different levels to it. So what my theory from, like, if we talk a bit about twin flames, is like on the highest level, and the highest dimension, on the purest vibration, we are all one. I mean, we're one consciousness. There's one energy, but then there's different. Oh, here comes my cat. There is different like layers to it. So what a twin flame, like from the theory that I feel like I resonate a lot with, is twin flames are souls that are born from the same. Like if we say the creator releases a piece of its energy. And it's called like a cosmic egg. So from that cosmic egg, so the soul is being born and becoming that individual soul, separated from the whole, because that is the experience, to be separated from the whole. And twin flames are two souls that are created from one cosmic egg. So they carry the same vibration. They carry the same, the same soul vibration at the highest level before being back pure to the creator. And once again, like we are all one. We are all that one consciousness. Hello, kitty. Yeah, she wants to kiss me a bit. And she made a mess here also. So what I was gonna say, yeah, so maybe you're meant to go through that divine merge with your twin flame, where you have undergone a whole purge and a cleansing. All your chakras are open, and there's nothing. Look at what she made here. She made a mess, and I think it's a bit of a mess. Yeah, I think because that is the spiritual. I mean, that is the spiritual journey with twin flames. It is a mess. I have a twin flame myself, and it is a mess. Yeah. It is a mess here. So it could be like a lot going on with this divine love that you have, that is meant to push you and meant to heal, help you heal and push you through a lot of things. But to get to the point, I think you're meant to experience that spiritual marriage, the spiritual merge with your divine counterpart or your twin flame, where all your chakras are cleansed, and there's nothing more, because you are one energy. There's nothing more that hinders you from becoming one one flame together, and that flame is gonna burn strong, and you're doing some spiritual mission here, helping people. Whew! That was a bit of a hustle to talk through that energy here. And I think that is also a bit signifying this energy. I think there's a lot of things happening here with you, but the end result here is this community that you're meant to create together, that is meant to flourish here. And once again, if you don't resonate with a divine partner, I think this is you, the merging that you do with yourself, the spiritual marriage that you are undergoing with yourself. Whew! Okay, pile 3, that was your reading, and what amazing reading it was. Please leave a comment in the comment section, like and subscribe to my channel if you like my readings. I either way wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye, pile 3. Hello, pile 4, and welcome to your reading, your life purpose. And you felt drawn, whoopa, here comes the cat. You felt drawn to the new vision card here, and I'm thinking vision, I'm thinking with the cat here also, cats are very psychic. They're very psychic, yeah, they're very psychic. And Nessie here is actually the most psychic cat that I have ever met. So, new vision, yeah, it seems to do, I think you're meant to really open up your third eye and your psychic abilities in this lifetime and use them. But we're gonna put this a bit, look, we have to move a bit. We're gonna put it here, and we're gonna look at the rest of your oracle cards. I think you cannot be here, Nessie, here now, even if you find it nice. Hey, little cat. Okay, we're gonna put it there. We're gonna put Nessie on the floor. Opa! Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Yeah, let's put that over there. And we put the tarot cards here. And we're gonna look at your oracle cards. And you have, wow, your truth is powerful. And look at this, we have a deer here also. And for me, a deer is such a sensitive psychic. Actually, I love deers. They have this really sensitive psychic abilities as well. Your truth is powerful. Your new vision. Okay. You have the eternal child. Wow. You have the wolf and rosehip guardianship. You have koi carp and abundance. And you have power and volcanoes. Your truth is powerful. Power, volcanoes, guardianship. Guardianship. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, very simple here. You are meant to, I think you're really meant to use your spiritual gifts in this. Open them and use them in this lifetime. Sharing your truth here. I mean, your truth is powerful, and power on each side here on your reading here. I think the guardianship, I think you are meant to lead people, share your truth. Ooh, you're like a spiritual prodigy. That's what I feel, actually. Really, like a spiritual prodigy. I don't know what kind of gifts that you have, but they seem to be very strong here. It's like you can see, open up your third eye is definitely a part of your life purpose here. Like really opening it up. It's like you can see, I don't know why. It's like you can see, there's a lot of psychic people out there, but it's like you can see some nuances, I don't know if I'm saying that right, that other people can't. It's like you can see dimensions, but also in between the dimensions, they're saying. And yeah, you have some strong spiritual vision. And I think also, there with the eternal child here, it's like there is this pure energy to you. Purity to your energy. You're very connected also with your inner child. There is just something like with your whole energy that is nice. And I had this, I think, in the other reading that I did, that your whole, when I was talking about spiritual power, what is your spiritual power? I did that reading just the other day. And this resonates a lot with that. You are just meant to be you. That is in your life purpose. To be you, to share you with the world, to share your gifts with the world. That is so much in your life purpose. And there is something nice about you. You're different. You're funny. You have some strange abilities that are great. That is powerful. There is, yeah, you can... What am I say? It's like when you're in a room, everybody listens to what you have to say because your truth is so powerful. It comes from a place of power inside of you. You're meant to create abundance in your life. You're meant to help other people with your guardianship here, guide other people. Either by working as a psychic or as a healer or something spiritual, or you are meant to guide them just by being you, just by like being you, yeah, showing them this is how I am, and you're just being yourself, yeah. You're showing them the right way of living their life by being you. Because your authenticity is fresh, it's pure, it's nice, and somehow you're so connected here with your inner child, so it kind of awakens other people. You make people open their heart by being you here. I think you're a very special being, actually, Pile 4. You are, once again, the other reading that I did, your spiritual power. You are the one who dresses just the way you want. You don't look like anybody else. You don't dress like anybody else. You don't talk like anybody else. You don't laugh like anybody else. You don't see the world like anybody else. You have your own song and you're singing it. You're singing it loud. You're meant to sing it loud. You're meant to be you with everything. You're not meant to be like everybody else, and it's impossible. It's like you're a puzzle that doesn't fit anywhere. Nowhere. You're a piece of the earthly puzzle that has no fit. It's just one of you. You're an odd piece of puzzle, in a good way, like really in a good way. You awaken people. Something happens with people when they're around you. You make people see things from a different perspective, because there's nothing with you that is right. I'm not saying this in a bad way, but there's nothing with you that is ordinary. That is the right way of saying it. You are so unordinary that it makes people scratch their head at first, and then they go like, yeah, but this is nice. And somehow it's like you awaken the unordinariness in themselves. So you're really awakening people by being the goofy you that you are, or just by being the special you that you are. And I just see, I don't know if you have I don't know how you color if you have a special color in your hair, or if you like colorful clothes, or if you dress in a certain way, or maybe you're dressing as a certain era or something. But there's something very detailed and specific with the way you dress. And I think you have a very special taste. It's like you are very picky with what you want to wear and how you want to do your hair and how you do things. You're very picky, very specific. Maybe teamwork is not your strength. That's how I feel, because you're so much. There's so much of you being you. So it's not like you don't like teamwork or you don't like other people. It's just like, I don't know. You can like fly. You can swim in the sea here with other people. It's just like you're just one. Yeah, but you like wearing your own colors, and you're not the person changing to fit in. Yeah. And maybe that is your life purpose, to learn this. To learn to be you without fear. To learn that you are just the way you are. Fantastic. Amazing you. And to learn to stand in your truth. And to learn all these gifts that you have. Amazing psychic gifts that you have. And to know that you're meant to use them to help others, to guide others in some way. And to really connect here with your inner child, to really honor that inner child that you have in you, that childlike, maybe you even have a childlike appearance. You're one of these person that never grows old. It's hard to know how old you are because you always look young. I think you look younger than your age, and people always guess wrong with your age, actually. But to honor that childlike personality that you have, and maybe it doesn't maybe you don't fit in like with other people, and people are serious and you're trying to fit in, but you don't. I think you're meant to honor yourself and to be you, really to be you. Yeah. Let's look at your tarot cards as well. You have Queen of Pentacles. Wow. You have the Temperance. You have Judgment. You have 9 of Pentacles. Wow. And finally Page of Cups here. I'm just thinking here with the 9 of Pentacles. I wonder, maybe you're from Asia somewhere. I don't know why I was thinking about that. But 9 of Pentacles, I think you're meant to have your own business. That's what I feel here with pile 4. Yeah, some kind of having your own business. I don't think you're meant to work for someone. Like working for yourself, doing your own thing, following your own path is in your life purpose here. Breaking through from society, breaking through, leaving some kind of responsibilities that you think that you have, but that you kind of don't have. I don't know if that resonates with you, but yeah, that feels like something like that. Like having that confidence enough to be different. That is you actually, confidence here with 9 of Pentacles. And being independent. Independence is in your life purpose. Finding independence, creating your own life. And I just feel like being your own business owner, having your own business, not having a boss, being your own boss. That is what I feel here. With the Queen of Pentacles here, being successful also is in your life purpose here. Really being successful with what you're doing, having money, having saving accounts, being able to do whatever you want, going on your travels and buying your house and your car, and being safe in the world, feeling safe in the world, and creating your success in a non-conventional way is in your life purpose. Not doing it as everybody else, doing it in your own way. Yeah, that is really, and doing it in a way where your work is fun. I think you're meant to have fun when you're working, supporting yourself in a fun and easy way by doing something that you like, by doing some passion here. Because New Vision also makes me think of doing things. It makes me think of the Hanging Man, actually, but doing things in a different way. Temperance, living a life with balance, filling your own cup. Look at this, filling your own cup here. And I don't know why I feel that, but it's like you don't have to do things. I don't know why, but it's like, go, like this whole thing. You go to school, and then you go to college, and then you get your job, and then you get your kids, and then you get your house and your dog and all these things. It's not for you, it feels. And maybe you tried it. Somewhere along the way, it's just gonna be like, no, not really. And then you start doing things a bit different. Not like everybody else. Because you're not like everybody else from always, like from child. Like you were that one child that did everything different. I don't know what. Maybe everybody was playing, and you like at the daycare center, everybody was playing together, and you were sitting in some corner reading a book, or playing with cars, or doing some painting something, or you were immersed in your own world maybe, or maybe everybody at school is wearing, whatever is high fashion for the moment, but then you come in some 1800th century clothes or some pink hair or something like that. It's like impossible to make you fit in. It's like I think your life purpose is to honor that you are, and use you, be you, and create whatever life that you want here. Independence we talked about. You're meant to be independent, you're meant to be stable, you're meant to have a good income in whatever you're doing. The Judgment here, you're meant to undergo some major change here. And maybe there is a part of your life where you do feel a bit lost, where you try to fit in, where you try to do everything by the book of earth. And going to college, getting your career, doing everything, and it's like not fulfilling for you. But maybe you need to do that to realize, well, this is not fulfilling, this is not fun. And I don't know if you have your own shop, or you're meant to have your own shop. I just get that over and over again. You're meant to have your own business. Whatever you do in your business, whatever you do, you're meant to have it here, do it your own way. And Page of Cups, also because we were talking so much about the inner child here, doing it makes me think that it's easy for you, a fun, easy life, creating from a place of where it's not a job, it's not work, it's your passion, it's something that you love. I keep seeing that shop. I don't know what it is. I see like a small shop somewhere, and it's like, I don't know where it is. Maybe it's in London, or maybe I have some kind of a I don't know. There's something with the building where the shop is in that is very special. Maybe you're selling like books or something very niched, something very like special. You have some kind of a niche in this life, something that is your thing. One thing that is really your thing that you do. Maybe you paint, maybe you write a certain type of books, maybe you have a certain type of healing that you do. Maybe you are doing some kind of a special type of paintings. The way you paint is very specific for you. There's something specific with what you're doing here. It's like the stamp of you. You're putting your stamp of your energy into what you're doing here. Yeah, let's see what else here. Yeah, abundance. You're meant for abundance. I mean, also it's underneath the Page of Cups. New beginnings, abundance, changing your life. I think your life goes like a wave here. It feels like you have things that are a bit of hardships and things that you have to face, like everybody. But then it's like a wave of, I don't know, abundance that all of a sudden comes over you. And you finally find that somewhere in your life there's going to be some kind of divine timing where you finally get in tuned with your higher life purpose. And it's like there's a wave of water just flushing over you. It's very loving when it happens. It's like flushing over you and leading you into that new life of yours. Yeah, with the koi carp here, it's the water here. And with the power volcanoes here, it's like igniting that inner passion inside of yourself. And you're meant to finally find your place in yourself and in the world, being you, and also in the world as you, with what you work, with what you create, with the way you support yourself, with whom you have around you here. I don't know, maybe with the Page of Cups here also makes me think of a child. Maybe you're meant to have a son or a daughter or some kind of a child of yours that you have some kind of a soul bond with. There's a child. I just felt that there's a child here somewhere. Yeah, because of the eternal child also. Yeah, but it could also be a child. Your child or children. But I feel one child here is very important to you. That you have a higher soul bond with. And if you don't have children, or if you're not meant to have children, it could be someone else's child, like your sisters or brothers or your best friend, or maybe your partner have a child from before. But there is definitely one child that you have a stronger soul bond with, or somebody younger than you. Somebody younger than you that you have, that is not a romantic connection. It's just some kind of a higher love connection that has more to do with being soulmates in some way. Yeah, it's a soulmate, really a soulmate that you have here. And I don't know what, but it's such a beautiful connection that I feel now between the two of you. Also, once again, it could be one child of yours that has also that spiritual gift, that has doesn't have to be like that, but there's something very sweet. And if it's not your child in this life, I think it has been your child in another lifetime or something like that. But you've been following each other from different lifetimes, the two of you. So you're meeting again in this life, and this person is in your life purpose. The meeting between you is in your life purpose, and you're meant to be there for each other in this life. Yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna do a couple of three last tarot cards to see if we can get some kind of a last message here. It's getting very hot here in the room, and I'm just feeling, I think you're meant to release maybe some anger in this life. Could that resonate with you? Some anger. Yeah. Because of the power and the volcano here also. There's a release connected to anger. Connected maybe to not being treated well or something like that. Something with anger. Guardianship. Maybe you were wronged by your parent. Some parent or some adult wronged you in some way. And once again, there is the release of this energy inside of yourself and the anger that you have been feeling. Look at this. 9 of Wands, and we have a fire here. 9 of Wands. Yeah, that makes me think about you. Yeah, being once again, like being you no matter what. Being you no matter what, yeah. Yeah, standing in your truth. Standing tall. And you have the Magician. Wow. Yeah, you're really meant to awaken your psychic powers in this lifetime, your spiritual powers. And create with abundance here, create your own, manifest your own future just the way you like it. No, nothing like nobody else wants it, just the way you desire, whatever you desire, however you desire to live your life in that way. And King of Swords. Breakthroughs. Yeah, we have King of Swords, we have judgments. Some really big breakthroughs are meant here for your life. We're talking about the guardianship here. I think something with your parents that you are meant to heal and break through. Some karma that you had with your parents, or some adult that you have that has crossed your path in your life here. Yeah, there is something unreleased here that you're meant to release by this meeting this person. And King of Swords, yeah, standing in your truth. Really standing in your truth without fear, with courage, with pride, being proud over who you are. Carrying yourself with self-love and strength and just being fearless and not having... not second-guessing yourself even once. And not letting something hinder your wishes and dreams. Yeah, 9 of Wands, standing in yourself, not letting anything hindering you. Let's see here, it just became quiet in my head, so we're gonna give it a few moments to see if I get some more messages for you, pile 4. They're telling me, they're showing me you cutting cords here. Cutting cords with people that don't believe in you is an important part here of your life purpose. And learning that it's okay to let go of people that don't believe in you. That you don't have to... I don't know, we said that somewhere before here, the responsibilities. There is responsibilities that you think that you have, but that you actually don't have. Maybe you feel responsible of somebody else's well-being or something like that, but to learn how to keep your energy clean, to keep that high vibration, because it's like somebody else's feelings puts you down. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know, maybe you have some toxic parent or just some toxic family around you. There's definitely some toxic energy that I feel around you now. And that, because they keep showing me how you're cutting like the cords here, cutting things that are not meant to be in your life, because it's like this dense energy, like it's like a blanket almost over your aura here, and it makes you... Oh yeah, blanket over your aura. If you look at this picture, it's like this little cute monster is like hanging with its head, and it's like something around it here, some darkness around it here. That is just energies from your surrounding, toxic people that you have in your life. And then the deer comes here. Maybe you have the deer as a spirit animal. The deer comes here and says, hey, remember your power. Remember your gifts. Remember how beautiful you are. And you are a sensitive being. So that's why you're picking up these energies as well. So there's definitely learning about your spiritual needs, learning about your needs learning about yourself as an empath, your sensitivity, learning how other people's emotions and thoughts, and also the collective field of thoughts and emotions, that dense energy, how it affects you, learning how to say no, how to stand up for yourself, learning healthy boundaries, learning to prioritize yourself, to choose yourself, to stand up for yourself, to find that power inside of your volcano, the solar plexus here, to say no, to say it's okay to say no, you don't have to feel guilt and things like that. That is definitely part of your life purpose as well. Okay, pile 4, that was your reading today. Thank you so much. If you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and please leave a comment in the comment section if you feel like it. You don't have to. Either way, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Goodbye, Pile 4.